Macy.
Yes.
How has your week been?
You know, it's been good.
It's been.
Oh, you bitch. You were waiting.
That was a setup.
It was good. It was very good. We saw Hamilton on Saturday. It was real good. Like
Hamilton. It was real good.
I have been obsessed with Hamilton for about 3 years. Because like I don't know if a lot of people do this when they listen to music. Because I get chill bumps, but I also get welled up eyes.
Yeah.
A lot when I listen to music, and my eyes will just immediately water if something's very impactful. The moment that the curtain like that they started, it was just like until the end of the show. 3 hours later, my eyes just leaked water. Like it was just I was awestruck.
We have a very special guest. I was gonna say in the studio,
adjacent to the stage.
She's studio adjacent. There she is. We have Macy's mother in studio adjacent.
My mom
today
is here.
Clark and I actually signed up for the Hamilton lottery.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
They sent us an email that was like, Hamilton's coming to town. Sign up for the lottery. So we've been signing up for the lottery every damn day. We haven't won. Not for nothing. We talk a lot on this podcast about the event that set us on this path to this podcast, being the very first DFW Witchy Bazaar. Mm-hmm. And we talk about how we went back to Murderworth Manor that night and we did a rune reading.
Oh yeah, and I put on Hamilton.
That's something we don't talk about a lot, is after we had this witchy experience, we listened to Hamilton for like 2 hours straight.
Yeah, it was until like 3 a.m. in the morning.
And Macy broke down, and I had heard the Hamilton mixtape.
Yeah, and you didn't know.
I had no idea
what it was. Yeah.
I was like, this is good, but I had no idea. I'm glad it was what you wanted it to be.
Oh, yeah.
What if you would have gone, and what if it was horrible?
I would have been so sad. I really would have.
It's great.
It's great.
Feel great. Feels good. What brings us here today? Today. What is that?
I don't know. We just started doing it. And I don't know who did it first.
Today. Speaking of things we do a lot and don't really clarify, I feel like we should clarify where It's Been is from. Because I realized in the last episode...
I don't know if we've kept any of those edits in either.
Well, the last one for sure.
Yeah, no, that was great.
We linked the video.
Oh, for the bare naked ladies?
For 1 week. And okay, rewatching that video, the first It's Been...
It's been!
Is everything.
It's so abrupt.
The video is, there's a king and a queen, and the king points at the lead singer, I guess to like, get him out of here. So these like regal men start strutting up to him, and I guess they're going to escort him out, and they grab him by the shoulders, and he looks right in the camera, and just harsh. It's been!
It is. It's so abrupt.
It's the best one in the whole thing. If you were listening to us last week and were like, what the fuck are they talking about? It's been 1 week. Bare naked ladies. All right, guys, we just broke for like 15 minutes to laugh.
Before we begin, we dedicate this episode to True Aquaponics.
True Aquaponics.
True Aquaponics.
Thank you. Have you seen those tiny aquaponics
systems?
systems?
You can do like little herb gardens.
Like a betta fish
and
like a tank. I think that is so cool. But on a large scale, man, it's the future.
Make a ton of food.
Make a ton of food.
Make a ton of food.
Grow you some lettuce. And another friendly reminder, we do have, this is the last time I think that we'll be able to talk about it, we have the Witchy Bazaar.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, the Witchy Bazaar.
The Witchy Bazaar.
Information will be linked down in the show notes. Check our website.
We will be there.
We'll be there for sure.
We will be there. Up and over.
Is that a real song?
Yeah. Well, no, not lyrically, but
it's a Macy rendition.
Yeah.
So it is Saturday, April 20th at 1 o'clock to 7 o'clock. Totally reasonable hours. It is free and for all ages. Macy.
Yeah.
I'm going to run a quick breakdown of what we've got for you.
Breakdown.
I'm going to try to entice everyone listening to fly to Texas. Come to Fort Worth for this 4th annual, well, not really annual, I guess just fourth. They are going to have vintage fashion and curio.
Oh.
Curio being one of my favorite
I like
things.
curio
Love
and
it.
curios.
Art, everything from punk to goth to dreamy ethereal.
I like that too.
Handmade, such as badass mugs and pottery, and bespoke works of leather. I'm really pimping it like they paid me, but they didn't. We've got Reiki healers, rare books, Artio artisanals.
Always a classic.
Our friend Mama Cleanse. Pablo's Lotus is back in business. The Organic Artisan, and she's the chick with that badass honey.
Yeah, no.
You guys, if you go to here, try the cinnamon honey. It will kill you.
Oh, yeah. The hibiscus honey is great, too.
And if you're allergic to honey, it will actually
kill you.
And then they'll have food from the Turkish Texans.
Ooh, interesting.
My Sean Connery slipped.
Yeah, it did. That sounds delicious.
This will be at the Shipping and Receiving Bar. That's 201 South Calhoun Street.
We've not been to that
Texas.
yet.
I'm so excited. And you know what's really cool is to watch the evolution.
I know.
We say that every goddamn time.
Yeah. But it is.
It's
neat. It's growing.
Anyway, what are you talking about? Tell me, regale me with what you will be speaking to me about this week.
Oh.
On the Witch Bitch Amateur Hour podcast.
Oh.
Has occasionally hit top 10 in the America U.S. spirituality charts.
Occasionally still counts. I am finally manning up.
Oh no.
And talking about runes. So.
Oh, you're starting a series.
I'm starting a series.
Hell yeah.
This is going to be a long time.
It's daunting to start a series.
Yeah.
Because you got to keep up with it.
Well, it's 5 or 25 of them, you know, so it's just like, oh, geez. So I'll be talking.
Oh, geez.
I'm going to be talking about Fehu today.
Fehu.
And so it's the first one of the alphabet. I'll be chatting to you with it. About it.
Chatting in your ear holes about it with it. Okay. I'm going to tell you. So I'm going to tell you what I'm talking about.
I want to hear it.
And then I'm going to go get some wine.
Oh.
Because I feel fine.
Oh.
I'm going to be talking about intention.
I'm very excited to hear about how you verbally express this. It's kind of a difficult thing.
It really, really, really is. And this is kind of a request, I guess. We were having a Facebook live stream. Shout out to our Facebook live streams. We do them monthly. Sign up over on Patreon to be a part of it. But somebody...
Oh my goodness.
and someone in the chat said they didn't understand what intention meant.
Yeah, like the core concept. Yeah.
And I was like, that's really, really important.
Yeah, and it was kind of one of those, we both stopped and we're like, that's a great wow
thing. Because that's something that I feel like a lot of people might not truly really get.
Yeah.
But you don't want to ask because every goddamn thing is
about
like,
intention.
Intention this, intention that. So you don't want to be like, what's intention?
What is intention?
So I hope I can put it into words, and I hope that we can conversate a little bit about it, because it's aside of just giving the definition, it's built a whole house that witches kind of live in. So I'm excited to talk about it. So intention, it has several definitions. So the first one is the determination to act in a certain way. And that's the one that I feel like is most pertinent to the situation.
Yeah.
But also there's the second meaning of it, that it's a process or manner of healing wounds.
Interesting.
Which I've never heard it used that way.
I haven't either.
And it's very interesting. And if you take that to a metaphysical level of healing, I feel like it could be very appropriate.
Yeah, it kind of fits.
It kind of fits a little bit. So, as witches, we do hear the term intention everywhere.
I mean, it's like a base word.
It's the base of everything. We are bombarded with it, and we can easily become numb to it.
Yeah, it's just intention.
Intention.
Intention goes in that. Yeah.
It's this ambiguous thing.
Yeah.
That it's like missing one of the first days of class.
Yeah. For like calculus or something. And
yeah,
everything
and you're
just
like,
builds off of
nothing
that.
Makes
and if
sense.
you miss that, it's just, you're screwed.
I was on grovengrotto.com, and there was an article written by Michelle Gruben, and she has a little quote that I'm going to take, and I really enjoy what she says here because it wraps it up. Intention is a term that is both overused and underexplored. And I think that's very relevant.
Yeah, I like that.
Like you said, it's that core calculus. Everything builds on it. And it's not like it's your first day of history where you can kind of fill in the gaps.
Yeah.
Everything really does build on it. And even when we're talking about very simple things like candle magic, anything, even if you're just writing something on a bay leaf, right?
With intention.
It's with intention. So it's kind of unfair to say, oh, this is so simple, just focus your intention on it, if you don't even really truly understand what that means. At its core, intention is ultimately what we want to get out of our work. I'm going to use like prosperity spell as an example. If I was to sit down and work with prosperity, then my intention would be something like pay my bills, or to get that good job, or to spend more responsibly if I've identified a pattern of unhealthy spending in myself. Your intention is basically a formally typed letter to the other side stating what you would like your spell to do. And it's really up to you how you formulate this letter. There are many ways to set intention. Oftentimes, spells or works call for you to project your intention, to write it down or to say it out loud. And while those last two are really easy, however, projecting it, that kind of breaks down to the basis of energy transfer. To understand projecting your intention, you kind of have to understand that feeling, which is almost undefinable.
See, that is what's been that's one of the biggest challenges I've had. Like, for when I do things with intention, I channel energy. Yeah. And it's so hard to explain exactly what that means. And so I understand how, if you don't know, and I feel like there's probably several people who don't, who feel that way, but they don't have the word to put to it. They don't be like, oh, that's what that, like, I don't know. It's just hard to describe the feeling that you get. Exactly. Because it's I feel like it's something that is so deep within us, and I feel like so deeply human. However, it probably probably changes from person to person. My projection of intent is going to look different than yours. Yeah. And luckily, there's a ton of ways to get your intention out there. You don't just have to project energetically. However, it's what I'm good at. And it's how I like to do it. So if you do know what I'm talking about, and it feels very much like wishing for something. Yeah. Have you ever just wished for something to happen so hard that it feels, to me, I feel my palms heat up. It's channeling that
you're radiating
that intention.
And just think about the thing that you've wanted the most in the world, and you just sit there and you're just, Jesus Christ, wouldn't that be cool if this happened? And just that feeling of like almost flutters in your stomach and your heart kind of races. That, to me, is what projecting energy is.
That's what it feels like. Yeah.
And I really hope somebody can garner some information off of that for themselves. Because I gotta imagine it probably does transfer or change from person to person. Yeah. I know a lot of people feel like they can't project or they can't work with energy unless they are connected to the earth through their feet.
It's a big one.
It's part of it. I feel like that.
Yeah, like the work that I do that's the most intense is the work that's done outside, barefoot. I'll do a lot of stuff in the house, like big cleansings and things like that. But I don't know, the moments that I feel the true intention, that true, however flow. That feeling is, whatever that is, it's when my feet are on the ground.
There's a difference there. You just said, there's a difference between working outside when you can be connected, and there's working inside. And I think the true difference, to me anyway, of course, I'm not trying to speak in any kind of overarching kind of way. But when you're grounded, it's almost like you're just a conduit.
Yeah. It just flows.
You're drawing it up through your feet. Again, we talked about on Facebook, somebody posted that really cool, the science behind grounding. Yeah. And how everything actually it's provable that there is an exchange of something. However, when you're in your home and you're doing, I feel like that you're using your own energy.
Yeah, it's a different kind of intention.
It's a different kind of intention, and it's also fairly exhausting.
I am telling you, yes.
Yeah.
Like anytime, the last time I did the big cleansing on the house, when I got smacked around by whatever my guide spirit, by the time I was done, I mean, I did everything. I floor washed, did the baseboards, windowsills, everything, did like 3 different smoke cleansings. It was intense. And by the time it was done, it was only like 4, but I was absolutely wiped out. I had nothing left in me. Because it was just out.
Whether you're using your own energy or you are taking energy from the room around you and transmuting it, I guess, that's still so much work.
You will just be absolutely, it's just, there is nothing anymore. Yeah. You know, you're just out. You're out.
And I think it would be interesting to see if there was a way to see how many like calories your body consumes.
I have wondered about that before. I don't know.
Because it's a physical thing, and you got to think it takes some kind of energy to do it.
Yeah.
It would be very interesting to see. However, that might be better suited to someone who that makes sense to them.
Yeah.
Maybe they just have a better sense of communication with energies, whereas you have a better sense of communication with herbs or crystals or something like it. We're all different, right?
Well, and even emotions. Like, I mean, it's so easy to be like, if the talk of energy exchange is difficult, you know, meditate kind of on the emotion of what you want to happen would make you feel.
Yes.
You know, and it's like you put that into it. And so there's just a ton of different ways that people work.
And that's a lot of intention setting as well is thinking about how you would feel when your goal is accomplished and meditating on that. If you don't feel like you're really connecting with, when we say projecting, or when we tried to describe how it feels to us, if you don't really feel that within yourself, try to sit down and meditate on how would I feel if I started spending more responsibly.
Yeah.
And I think it will kind of come to you, and it's one of those things that I hate to be unclear about.
I know, but it's hard to not be.
So I do want to focus on some other ways that we can set intention. And really everything that we do is to focus intention, whether it's using particular colors or the way we sweep a room from like the left to right or from the back to the front. It can be our physical actions, mantras that we say. Everything is to focus that intention, because at the root of everything, we have what we are born with, and that's just our minds. That's what we change the course of energy with, right? So it's not, you don't need the herb to do the spell.
Yeah.
You don't need the fucking crystal. And I mean, there are people out there who deeply disagree with this. So however you want to feel, but you don't really need anything to do anything. You are the tool. You are the witch, not the rosemary or whatever, right? However, you're channeling through it, and you are letting the other side or the universe or however you want to phrase it, you're letting them know, hey, I'm working with this herb, which is about prosperity, because I want to do prosperity work.
Yeah.
And the universe kind of goes, got you.
Okay.
And sometimes it does need clarification, because sometimes our stated intention that we want, it differs a little bit from what we truly subconsciously want. And I struggle with this. Going back to the prosperity example, if I said I wanted to spend more responsibly, me personally, this doesn't extend to everybody, but if I were to sit down and say, I want to spend more responsibly, if I'm being honest with myself, there's always going to be a feeling within me that goes, no, I don't want to spend responsibly. I don't. What I want to do is win the fucking lottery.
Yeah.
That's what I want. And there's a difference between your intention and your want.
Yeah.
Your want is something very deep inside of you that's trying to burst out. And your intention is the shaping up and the kind of cleaning up and saying, okay, look, this is what my id wants. However, this is what I'm going to ask of you. It's like going to a boss and saying, I want a raise of $400,000, but I'm going to ask for $20,000, you know, and see what happens. And it's also, a lot of people think that if you don't clarify between your intention and you're just like, oh, I hope this happens, that the spell work will be muddled and it will be confused. The universe, energy, the other side, whatever, it's going to go, wait, she's saying she wants this, but I can tell she wants this, actually. Which one do I do? Fuck it, I'll do neither. The more you can strengthen up your intent and say, look, I know you can sense what I want. I know you can sense that I want to win the lottery. However, I'm going to say over and over again through herbs and crystals and everything else that I want to spend more responsibly. Universe will go, okay, I kind of understand a little bit better. So other than projecting, there are other ways to set this intention. And when I say set, it just means to reiterate, to make it redundant, because everything needs to be redundant. You can't just say it once. I want to spend more responsibly. There, you need to say it again, and in many different mediums. Keep in mind that when we're communicating with spirit, they don't necessarily speak our language. They speak on a level of feelings and emotions and intent. So it needs to be something that they can understand. So me personally, even though my deep desire is to win the lottery, and I'm not going to lie about that, I think many people can relate. However, what a real intention would look like is I'm here to fill up my calendar with clients. Or I want to stock the best, most attractive inventory. I want to stock the best inventory I can so that it sells. So the ways I can say this to get a more achievable, a more realistic result, instead of just that windfall, that if everyone could do a spell to win the lottery, everyone would, right? The way I can make it more achievable is speaking it out loud. That is the easiest way to do it, is to sit down, and you're going to feel silly, but to say it out loud just like you would to a human. My intention is to spend more thoughtfully. My intention is to speak kinder to others. Whatever your intention is, say it out loud. That's the best way to do it. You can also incorporate certain colors. We talk a lot about colors here. Color of the candle that you're using, color of the thread that you're using. Even when you're doing chakra work, if you're working with like your third eye, purple is great for working with the third eye. Herbs, crystals, and oils are also fantastic. What's one of the little hornies we've done recently? Patchouli.
Oh yeah, patchouli.
Patchouli is very forward. So one of her, you could work with her to set this intention of snagging you a partner, or but that's something that she kind of will lend a hand with. Or citrine. Citrine is great for prosperity. It's a prosperity rock star. You can write it down, whether it be in your own personal journal, and I think a personal journal would be better for a long-term goal, or a very powerful spell, such as long-term health.
Oh, yeah.
Or if you're trying to strengthen your relationship with a person, not necessarily romantic, if you're just trying to strengthen that relationship, to journal about it. I wish me and so could really get to know each other better. Again and again and again. Divination also can work wonders, I think.
Yeah.
It is my personal belief that when we are stating these things out loud and when we're doing all of this intention work, we're not just doing it to nothing. There's something listening, right?
I think so too, for sure.
And I'm very certain in my belief that it's people, whether or not they are old, used to be human beings, or if they're deities or entities, whatever they are, something is listening. So if you can divine, whether it's through runes or cards or fucking however you want to divine, it's a good way to get their input, I guess, on something. If you sit down and say, what's the best way to go about my prosperity ritual? They'll talk back to you, man. They'll say, hey, look, I need to know that your intentions are pure, because I feel like right now you're focusing a little too much on the easy way out. You're focusing a little too much on the lottery. And then you might want to get a little introspective and think, maybe I am. And it's a conversation with real people who talk back to you. And the last thing that I have, really, is to be self-aware.
Yeah.
We talked a lot about it in one of our recent episodes. We talked about self-awareness and the importance of looking at yourself and asking why.
Oh, yeah.
Occasionally.
Yeah.
I think it's important to get a little bit raw with yourself and say, why am I asking for the things I'm asking for? And is my intention true? You know, if I'm doing a banishing spell, is it really because I feel like this person is harmful, or I feel like this situation is harmful, or do I just not like it and don't want to deal with it? To the other side, to the universe, whatever. It picks up incredibly our unspoken, the things that we leave unspoken. Mm-hmm. And it's not as easy as trying to trick a human being. You know, I can tell Macy all day long, I really want to spin better. And she may have no idea that what I really want to do is win that lottery. She, you know, unless I say those words to her, she's not going to know that. She's going to go, oh my gosh, Charlie is like really obsessed with like working hard and moving up the ladder. And, you know, little does she know I'm at home just crying my eyes out wishing I would win the lottery, right? Because she's a human and we're not dealing with humans. Whatever you believe in, it's not a freaking human that you're doing these rituals for. I mean, I guess it could. It might be. That'd be a little strange.
Or if you're doing maybe like ancestor work.
You know, and even then, I don't even view that as human. I view that as like human plus. Like they've passed, like they've been in like
they've leveled up.
They've leveled up. It's a really hard question of what is intention. And I hope that some of this was able to help clear it up a little bit. And why we do some of the things that we do. And I think it's important for everyone to ask themselves, what is my intention? Not just in this particular spell, but in life. What are your end goals and how will you achieve them? And then find ways to incorporate that into your works. And I have a quote here because they so often sum up what I would like to say. This is from Lewis Howes. Lewis Howes says, "The world is awaiting your gift. All you have to do is show up with the right intention."
Okay.
I think that sums it up.
I like that.
Better than my whole segment did. I hope that shed a little bit of light on what it is and the difference between an intention and a wish. Because a wish is a whimsical, quick thing that we go, oh boy, I wish this would happen. But an intent is very focused and it's kind of rising above the little selfish things that we silently wish for. What's your favorite way to set intention?
Oh, depends on what I'm trying to accomplish. It might sound kind of silly. Like a lot of the time, you know, I'll set intention in the mornings and I'll just sit and I'll just close my eyes and I'll just like, it's not quite a meditation, but I will just focus and think, raise my energy a little bit, you know, when you can just kind of feel it.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll just kind of do that and I'll focus. Like if I wake up that morning and I'm just like, I don't want to go to work today.
Yeah.
I'll try to like focus on it and like put intention on do something impressive, you know, or like, so a lot of the time I don't really need another object. I just will I'll raise my own energy and then try to use that.
So it's a very introspective thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I do cleansings, you know, not only do you put intention in your ingredients and things like that you make, but also it was just like when I was like washing my door frames, I was just imagining kicking up all this dust.
Yeah.
You know, this like settled negative or just stuffy dust.
Yeah.
And I kick it all up. And, you know, I'm imagining, and so it's just, that's intention. It's just kind of almost too, I think a lot of intention can be set through your mind's eye.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know? It's like a different plane of existence almost, but I don't think it makes it any less valid. Like,
Absolutely.
It's like what you're imagining happening in there is happening in this world too.
Oh, yeah.
You just can't see it.
And that's what I think the bottom line of intention is.
Let's just get a little weird.
Yeah.
Like if what you're seeing in your mind's eye is just a different dimension, but it's parallel. That just so happens to be how you have learned how to manipulate the energy you're trying to get out.
And that's what all of this is just different levels and different forms of energy manipulation.
Energy manipulation.
All it is.
It really is. Good discussion.
Good discussion. I hope so.
We don't sound like a couple of stoned, crazy people. Like,
Listen, man, like energy just sticks to the floor. And you gotta kick it up. It's gonna go out the window and get eaten by a tree.
That's, you know, I always picture it gets burned by the sun.
Really?
Or like when I'm like smoking it out, it'll just like get almost like holes, like and just burn away.
Yeah. I kind of like when the Morgul-blade dissipates.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I will see sometimes. Yeah. I get you. Too much Lord of the Rings?
No, never.
He's been stabbed by a Morgul-blade.
All right. I am going to be bringing to you today. Little rune.
Oh.
Called Fehu.
Oh.
Not a little rune, though, really. It's kind of a big rune.
I feel like he's like the daddy rune.
He is the first rune in the Elder Futhark alphabet.
Oh.
I am starting my very long series that is going to be about the Elder Futhark. And I'm very excited about it. I've been hesitant to do it just because it's just a big task, you know. But I'm excited because I'm going to learn through it. It's a good way to study them. And, you know, because admittedly, I'm still like not 100% when I see one being like, that's something, you know, like I just don't, it gets confusing. Fehu is the one that it looks like a letter F if the two horizontal pieces were slid down and then pointed upwards. I don't know if that makes sense.
It's like it's a tree that you put heavy ornaments on the end and it
then
just
cut half of the branches off.
Kind of hoist down.
Yeah.
But also looks like an F.
Yeah.
We'll post a picture.
Yeah, we'll just do that. Or you can Google it. Fehu, it is, there's a few different ways that it's written or, you know, spelled even. There's Fehu, Fehu. The symbol itself, Feo, which is Feoh.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
Okay,
and then Fe, Fe with a little dash above it. I don't know what that's called.
It's like someone just gave up.
It's it's also the F rune. It like constitutes the F sound in the Elder Futhark. It really translates like literally to cattle.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Represents wealth and prosperity, because think about how long ago this was when these, you know, and like cattle and livestock were your symbol of wealth.
If you had cattle, you were daddy.
You were, you know, and so that's kind of what that's what this ties back to. Cattle and livestock were the measure of wealth. They're interesting too because they provided wealth in a lot of ways. You know, it's not just, you know, the potential money you could have from selling one or whatever. But they were sustenance. They were milk and beef and the provision of leather.
Oh, hell yeah.
As well as like just the brute strength of like working cows. Like, I mean, truly, they were wealth in a multitude of ways. And that is really embodied by Fehu. Really kind of nowadays, a lot of the meaning of Fehu is, of course, translated along with that. You know, it doesn't literally mean like cows. It's the symbolism of what those cows were to society in the times that like the traditional Elder Futhark was employed. It's also kind of the rune of luck. There's a lot of luck involved here. And it governs the ability to harness the energy of luck. And I like the concept that luck is an energy. It's a force that can kind of be manipulated or built up or something like that. And utilize this built up luck in magical practice and tent work, things like that. This energy of all of this luck that you accumulate, you know, or that you kind of have around you, or things that you've done, however, whether you're lucky or not, you know, your level of luck around you. It's kind of the foundation of your personal wealth and power, which I thought was a really fascinating concept. Yeah. Your own, the energy of luck around you, your own luck reserves essentially are the foundation of your personal wealth. One thing that I thought was interesting that I read along the way is that you can increase your luck through deeds of courage.
I really thought that you were going to say through like good deeds, which would make sense. Like, oh, well, I know, maybe not make sense, but I feel like that's how it's portrayed a lot. Is like, oh, do good things and good things will happen. But deeds of courage is even harder.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Well, and you know, so much of it makes me think of, all right, so in Harry Potter,
right,
he gets the luck potion. And essentially all that it does is just gives him immaculate self-confidence. Right. But it's like he wound up not even having it. Yeah. And it was just his confidence throughout the day, if I'm remembering that correctly.
Or like Michael Jordan's special drink.
In Space Jam. Jam. Exactly. And so it kind of makes sense that kind of goes like through that courageous act, because courage takes confidence. It really does. Absolutely. You know, and so it kind of, they work together. So while money is influenced, like the wealth-inducing energies of Fehu, it still implies wealth in the lower rungs of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So the more primitive needs, those are still very, very much included here. Wealth in the very human way. So much as it did in the past with cattle, physical needs will be met and will be secure. Shelter, water, food. When you think of wealth in this nature, it really changes your perspective, because this is not always saying wealth is going to just be like frivolous luxury. You know, perhaps that isn't wealth. Perhaps wealth is spiritual fulfillment. Having your basic needs fulfilled and being completely satisfied with that. Its energy is excellent when it comes to starting new projects. Partially, it is the first letter of the alphabet, which kind of has like that symbolism
Makes sense,
to it.
yeah.
And it really does. It makes it a promising rune to appear in readings or draws involving that. New endeavors, new projects, picking up something that you potentially have been like, you know. And it will kind of have that confidence of being like, do it. This is success. This could be big. Even if it doesn't make you rich, it will make you spiritually rich. You know, those primitive needs.
As cheesy as it is, it's reminding me of my mom when she would say, yeah, no, we're not rich, but we're rich in love.
Rich in love.
And it's like, okay, it's cheesy, but I get it.
But I love it. Fehu encourages you to think about what's important. What is true wealth?
Okay.
While in today's society, of course, you know, something that immediately comes to mind is just like this luxurious home, or like being in like a spa, or, you know, these very material needs.
A Tesla.
Yeah, you know, like something like these symbols of luxury, lavishly decorated. So perhaps that's not wealth, you know, and that's really something that it encourages you to ponder about. It inspires appreciation of the more simple things in life, the physical, not the material, which typically those are kind of the same thing. But in this sense, I mean material, like material world, you know, like you're these material things when it's your physical needs that perhaps are what need to be fulfilled. Yeah. Mobile wealth is a term that's often used in interpreting Fehu, because in the past, mobile wealth was livestock. You know, I mean, you basically, your wealth was mobile. It was in them. It was those animals that constituted your wealth. Another way of mobile wealth, like in today's interpretation, can represent the sum of your value, your knowledge, your skill sets, the things that you have trained your body and your mind to be able to do. That is mobile wealth. It travels with you. You hone it and you create this sense of usefulness. I really liked that. Yeah. I thought that was really interesting.
Because that's like what you as an individual can produce.
Yeah, it's what you bring to the table. Yeah. And it's your wealth. It goes everywhere you do. Very cool. And it is wrapped up in you.
And it can't be taken.
No, it can't. Yeah. And it allows for that meeting of those physical primitive needs, that spiritual and physical wealth.
Cool. That's comforting.
I know. I like it. Fehu encourages selflessness, however, in abundance. So while, of course, it does tie to just actual monetary wealth that is implied typically, you know, if there's a business endeavor, it will mean it will be prosperous. It says that your wealth should be shared. You know, it's not wealth to be hoarded or to be, you know, socked away by greed. Right. Because along with this, you know, full kind of the energy of Fehu is spiritual fulfillment. Kind of what is it that would make you feel truly wealthy? Yeah. You know, because there's some people with all of the money in the world and they're not wealthy. Yeah. You know, and that's really, it's a deeper meaning to it. You know, I've seen several things where it's like, Fehu is just like about money. It's just about wealth. And it's like, it's really not. It goes so much deeper than that, because wealth has so many layers to what that word means. Because, and two, when you have like this sharing attitude, through that attitude comes more fulfillment, confidence, and success. You're not afraid to give because you know you're going to get more. Yeah. You're not afraid to share, but, you know, and with that confidence just comes more of what you've received.
And that's something that I think a lot of people who grew up or are growing up or have always been financially not wealthy. Yeah. You grow up and you have this mindset of, if I don't hold on to every bit of it. Yeah. If I don't hold on to everything that I own, every penny, then it can just go away. And it will be like it was before. And I think it's not always rooted in greed, but it can be rooted in fear.
In fear. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
And what a way to stare yourself in the face and say, like, I know I'm scared of this. Let go of it. And real hardcore self-development there.
It is. It really is. And it's a very, and I mean it in the best way. It's kind of it's a pushy rune. There's a lot it makes you think about.
Okay.
You know, and there's just a lot to it, you know, because say, for instance, you are in a reading and you're thinking about starting a business, and in like the future, if you're doing just like a past, present, future, or whatever type reading, future, you have Fehu there. Of course, that's good. That, you know, very likely means, you know, a prosperous endeavor or something like that. But I think it's also, it comes with the ever-present reminder of, but don't forget what's important.
Yeah.
And that's something that I always get from Fehu, and that it's always, yes, shoot for the stars, but don't forget where you came from.
Yeah.
You know, and there's always that there. And that's why I think it's such a special one.
Very grounding.
It is.
Very much what's that story? The richest man in the world had no money or something like that. Yeah. Very cool.
And just kind of lastly to close, I think it's important to note too that in the appearance, say for instance, in like the future, or even if you get it in like the to do, or, you know, what you need to do, it really pushes to that. Of course, success is likely coming, but a lot of that's because of you. It's saying confidence is required right now. Belief that you're going to succeed is required right now. Wealth is coming, but maybe that's wealth in yourself. Maybe that's wealth in this endeavor. However, you need to believe in you right now and get moving.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean by it asks a lot of you. It's a very action-based rune. You just kind of have to trust it. I feel like Fehu is a rune that it's like, just go with it. Yeah. It'll tell you what to do. Just do what feels right. And just gotta go with it.
What a little baddie to start off on.
Yeah, it's a good start. That's all I have.
It's been a good night.
It's been.
God damn it! You know, we usually wrap up talking about food. Macy made a bang on.
It was mediocre.
It was.
The vegetables were good.
A tits pot roast.
If tits are tough.
Sometimes, maybe.
You don't sound very sure.
Sometimes.
Maybe.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I think that was a delicious pot roast.
Well, it was kind of a disaster.
There was a bit
the fates were against me on this pot roast.
Yeah, the spirits of the house did not want us to have pot roast.
It was
tonight.
like a fourth, like thrice roasted pot roast. It was a nightmare. My Instapot went out twice.
We've had your mom in the house.
Yep.
It's been a good night. It's been a good bonding experience. Our men folk are away.
On a camping trip.
On yet another camping trip. Macy, that pot roast was good, but... Shit.
You know what I should have done?
You're on to me.
I should have got a pot.
Should have gotten...
You know, instead of making this goddamn pot roast, I should have got a pot. I should have filled the pot full of beans.
Why?
Well, because I just got to roll my goddamn beautiful review footage.
Imagine this is the first time you're listening to this podcast, and you're like, I'm going to check out this witchy and spiritual podcast relating beans to reviews. I just can't.
On the inevitable day
I'm going to
fill Bushes brings down the hammer and just ends us.
When the actual dog from the commercial comes down in a suit and tells us to stop.
It's terrifying.
It's so scary. Walking on hind legs.
No, that's very spooky.
If you look up your driveway and just see this golden retriever.
I'm out.
I'm gonna die.
There's sometimes you need weapons. Hey, Charlie.
Maisie.
Did you know that we are the absolute best?
Better than all the rest.
Oh. According to this review by Crazy Cat Lady NC.
Oh, boy.
I assume meaning North Carolina.
Oh, my.
But I don't know. I'm so glad I found these ladies.
Oh.
They are hilarious and informative at the same time. And they are truly genuine. My favorite podcast ever.
Oh, that's
That's
sweet.
a very sweet review.
That's like high remarks.
I'm proud of that review.
Favorite podcast ever. Listen, Crazy Cat Lady. Do you know how many options you have for podcasts?
Many more that are better than we are.
Listen, I'm not trying to undercut us, but I mean,
you could do better.
Listen.
You deserve better.
I mean, lore exists.
Mysterious universe is out there. We haven't been bugging you guys about reviews lately, but we're going to now.
Yeah.
We're going to bug y'all about it now. Y'all know the whole spiel. This is, I mean, if you listen to any other podcast other than us, you're very well aware of the whole, please leave a review because it helps us get ranked in search and helps more people find us.
Should we do it like almost every podcast? Your review helps us get found. It helps the podcast.
That's all they all
I
do
mean,
it.
that's, you know.
But the reason that everybody says that is because it's true.
So if you want to be included in our episodely, hilarious banter reading of your reviews.
We're really stroking our own ego.
Listen, what I'm trying to say is leave a review over on iTunes. Drop that beautiful review footage into our beanhole.
God!
Over.
What is wrong with you? Our beanhole.
Leave
Drop
it.
it in our beanhole.
Drop your review in our beanhole.
Oh my God.
Over on iTunes for a chance for us to, read it off on the show. And continue to stroke our own egos with your words.
In our beanholes.
In our
Did you know we have an email?
I sure did. I write us every day and you never write me back.
You write us.
I write us every day. I say, hey, Macy.
No, you don't.
How you doing?
None of this is real.
And then I send you a cute, dog gif. And you never say anything back.
That's literally what happens to me every time I text you ever.
Don't make me laugh like that. Send us your dog gifs over at wbahpodcast@gmail.com. Mace, where can I find us on Instagram?
Witch Bitch Amateur Hour.
We have a Twitter as well, and we sometimes tweet, except we don't really tweet, we mostly retweet over at...
Bitch Hour.
Oh. You can find the Facebook coven over at Witch Amateur Hour.
Or you can come eat with us.
You can...
Because apparently that's a viable option.
Come eat with us over on patreon.com/wbahpodcast. Disclaimer, eating with us is not an option.
No. But wouldn't that be neat?
That would be neat. And to be fair, we do have monthly live streams.
Yeah, you can totally snack out with us.
We do snack. What's that magical P.O. box?
P.O. Box 865, Canton, Texas 75103. Could you tell what melody that was? It's very hard to put the P.O. box in the As Long As You Love Me.
Was it?
Who you are, where you're from.
Don't care what you did.
Don't care what you did.
As long as you love me.
It's very hard to make a P.O. box in that melody.
I think this is a 2-hour-long episode as of right now, so we'll see what it ends up being.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of
25 minutes.
Got a lot of laughs to consolidate. Mostly wheezing from me and your mom.
A lot of wheezing.
All right, let's go get something from your kitchen. Jeez.
These are good witchy laughs.
I can't just... Ow. Oh, boy. Ow. Shit, I forgot my train of thought.
Y'all both have that.
I know! Oh, God. It's the... Oh, crap.
That's where that comes from with me.
Oh, shit. Ouch. Okay, you just heard a prime example of a mix perfectly between me and Macy. You heard the Charlye wheeze and the Macy scream.
Yes, the squawk.
The Macy squawk. Crap! Crap! It hurts! Oh, it hurts! God! Crap!
You started it.
I can't laugh that hard. I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
Let's stop it. It hurts. Woo.
Don't say crap again. Don't say crap again.
I'm dead.
Okay.